Welcome everybody to a brand new episode of For a Fitful Podcast, not a sickness podcast, and not a gang podcast. How we doing, fellas?
Man, first off, let me give some love to Beto. That was a dope ass intro, my guy.
Dude, that
I
was
appreciate.
sick.
Thank you.
Work, man. That was sick.
It was pretty
Yeah,
sweet.
man.
Pretty sweet.
How was everybody's Christmas?
It was good,
Fantastic.
man. Besides the game, it was good. So without being said, let's get right into it. Christmas Day, the Niners basically got demolished by the Ravens, 33-19 on Christmas Day on Primetime. What the fuck happened? Deon, let's go with you first, man.
Nah, I'm not going first.
Okay, Beto, go first.
You guys go ahead and take it away, man.
Hey,
I have little to say in very, very simple points, and I'm always going to give you nothing but facts that can't be disputed. So go right ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna go after Deon, bro. I ain't nobody's second.
God damn. Fuck. Okay, Christian.
Christian will definitely have at it.
Okay. Like, game started out good to begin with. Looked like it was going to be our game. Everything was going exactly how I said. Then Purdy throws his first interception. Debo's his third read. He's going. He's going to it. I'm assuming he's expecting the safety not to be there because Kittle broke his route off early and should have went to the corner and brought Hamilton with him. So I'm assuming Purdy's going off of Kyle's scheme, thinking the play is going to be there because the wet's way it's drawn up. Goes to his third read, thinks it's open, throws an interception. Happens. Okay. We're still in the game. Hell, we're driving down the field. Boom, first fluke interception. Freaking good play call. Corner made a good read on the ball. Gets tipped. Interception. Ball doesn't get tipped and he gets to Debo. He's got one beat. That might be a touchdown. So there were so many things that were so close to this game could have been completely different to start. Then, you get the other turnovers off of, the broken play, the one off to Kittle. Kittle uses his hands to catch it. He probably, instead of his chest, he might catch that. It doesn't get popped up. Purdy's arm gets hit, right? And we didn't run the ball as much as we normally do, but it's not like the passing wasn't there. It was. We were freaking gashing them in the passing game. But the turnovers changed this game. We lost by 14 points with 5 turnovers. I'm sorry, but you don't have 5 turnovers and then lose only 14 points. Like that's the only difference in the game, right? We have those 5 turnovers. You kick 5 field goals, we still win the game. So it looks a lot worse than it actually was. Everybody's overthinking it and this and that. Yeah, we passed the ball, but it should have had one of those games where everything that could go wrong goes wrong. I mean, that a game like that's never going to happen again. You're not going to have that many tip balls get intercepted. It was a bad game. It happens. I don't even have a problem with the game plan because it was working. I said beforehand, like, Kittle's going to eat this defense alive. He started to. And like the first drive, he gashes him, right? It was working other than the bad plays we made, the unlucky plays we got. Yeah, their pass rush was getting to us, but once the bad plays happened, we couldn't get out of it. And it just spiraled from there. But this game means nothing. Losing, like, the next time we play them, that won't happen. It'll be a different outcome. And there's not that much to think about this game. We don't need to go and blame this person and blame this person. It just happened. It was just one of those games that happens. You get it over it and you keep going. You don't fucking be like Chicken Little over here when the fucking sky is falling every time we lose a game. So let's hear what Chicken Little has to say about the sky is falling and how Kyle is the devil.
Chicken Little.
So
Every time we lose, it's Kyle's fault because the sky is falling. Am I wrong?
no, I never said that. It's all. I never tell you that the sky is falling. Okay. Let me explain. Let me say this. The number one thing you can't tell me, Christian, is that I don't hit you with fucking facts. Do I not hit you with facts on a consistent basis? Is everything that I'm telling you and that I talk about not fucking true? Can you tell me that?
What are you going to say? What are you going to say? What facts are you going to say that are going to make this game?
I got you. You ready?
Seem way worse than it actually was.
Ready? Because I'm ready to punch you right in the mouth. So, first off, Purdy is 2-3 versus AFC teams this year. He has 7 TDs. He has 7 fucking interceptions. He's been sacked 12 times in all those games. Yes, 4 out of the 7 came against the Ravens. So first off, I'm not even going to get into the other shit that I have. I'm just going to knock down what you just said right now. The game plan was working? At what fucking point in the game was it working? I need you to really dig deep and tell me what the fuck was working for us to lose the way we did.
Hey, Deon.
Everything was working.
Who led the game in rushing?
Don't give me statistics. Don't tell me about them leading.
Well, you're talking about facts. There's your facts right there. There's numbers.
What good is but what good is
you
it?
Take away the turnovers. Take away the turnovers. Take away the turnovers, and it's a different game, Deon. The turnovers that were fluky turnovers, and they were fluky turnovers.
I understand that, but you can't tell me that a game plan is working when turnovers are involved. You don't take away the turnovers because you can't.
Fluky turnovers. The first drive. I literally said in our show
for any of those interceptions except the first one. That's that simple. The first one was his fucking fault. That's his fault. Period. I understand how you explained it, but either way, that's your fault. You made a bad decision. All of the other ones were great fucking defense. The Ravens came in ready to play. We did not. So I'm sorry. Whatever game plan, I don't know what game
defense came to play.
But when the game plan is working, that means that you start scoring. That means that you are winning. That means you have a chance to win the game at some fucking point.
Things just unraveled.
We didn't have a chance to win that game.
5 turnovers.
The turnovers, dude. The fluky turnovers.
I'm not stating that. I know the turnovers happened. I watched the
when we started the second half. Don't
tell me that a game plan is working when turnovers are happening and we ain't winning. And we don't have a chance to do the game plan.
Okay, perfect example. The second interception. The second interception could have been a touchdown, but the freaking corner made a good play on it.
Sorry.
It would have screamed to Debo. Could have been a touchdown.
Game plan.
Yeah, here's the
fluky turnovers. Hold on.
It's not about what it could have been. It's about what happened. Is that not true? Are we living on shoulda, woulda, coulda? Because there's a lot of things that could have happened.
I'm not doing shoulda, woulda, coulda. The
game plan. Okay.
The game plan got unraveled by freaking interceptions, by fluky interceptions.
How you and Christian continually think the game plan is working when we lost, when there were turnovers. What the fuck was working? Please tell me
fluky turnovers.
When we lost, when we had 5 fucking turnovers.
Okay, so they were same game plan.
One turnover.
It would have worked. Same game plan, but if we didn't have no turnovers and we would have won this game, same game plan. Then for you, Deon, it would have worked.
Yeah, it's not like we had the game. Hold on.
But
it's not like we had the game plan and Purdy was just making bad reads and throwing the ball and being in it. Hold on, I know. I'm not saying you are, but here's what hurts the game plan. Purdy's dropping back to pass. He's not seeing anything, and he's just throwing stupid interceptions where he looks like a dumbass the whole game. That's not what happened. It was fluky interceptions. Fluky interceptions don't happen all the time. It's rare.
I've never blamed him.
But that's my rebuttal to what you're saying. Deon, that's my rebuttal to what you're saying. That's my rebuttal. It was work. I would say it wouldn't work if Purdy reading the play and then was throwing it straight to guys. No,
exactly.
It was it was fluky stuff. Yeah, their pass rush was getting to us.
That shouldn't have anything to do with the play.
But the fluky plays,
the reason
got to
Hold on, guys, one at a time.
The reason that I took this game so seriously is because this is possibly a Super Bowl fucking preview.
Yeah.
Yes,
And
no.
Losing this game.
Hold up. I'm telling you right now, if the Ravens were to play us like that in the Super Bowl, we're losing. Everybody is saying this is an anomaly. This is a fluke. It's a one-off. We're okay. Everybody relax. Don't
We're not losing
stress.
to the Ravens again.
I'm sorry, bro. At the end of the fucking day, us having 5 turnovers in one game and watching our coach continually put our quarterback out there to throw and throw and throw and throw. When you know, obviously, that's not working, that this defense has figured out your game plan that supposedly was fucking working, you know what you do? You go back to what made you, Kyle. You
ran the ball for over 100 yards.
Football. And you should have ran for more. Somebody explain. Let me say this. Somebody explain to me why we ain't seen Jordan Mason. Can anyone explain that?
Because
you know why? Because we have a head coach that has his head so far up his ass that he can see his own goddamn thoughts. And he loves Elijah Mitchell. And when Elijah Mitchell's healthy, I guarantee you he gets in the fucking game.
He wasn't healthy, though, so why wasn't Jordan Mason in there?
5 yards to carry does nothing but good for his team, but he can't get on the field.
You can't argue about
McCaffrey for 5 minutes.
Listen,
you can't run the ball down their throats when you notice that the pass is fucked up.
Both of you
when
guys
you
had
see
your
4
shot.
interceptions from your quarterback, there's no way in hell you keep making him throw the ball. You don't do that. Why? Why are you handicapping your own quarterback? And don't tell me it's not Kyle because he's the one calling the fucking plays.
When do I get my turn? Because I haven't had it. Christian started. Deon went next. I was supposed to be third, and I haven't got it yet.
Go right ahead.
Thank you. Listen, I understand there's frustration for losing the game. Anytime the game is getting lost, there's always frustration. There's always blame that people want to put. Kyle could have ran the ball more. Kyle shouldn't have passed more. But the passing was working. It was working flawless. We got down the field. What happened with Brock Purdy? Let me finish.
After the third one, we should have ran.
Let me finish. You'll get your turn. Brock Purdy, instead of going after his first read, he went to his second read and third and made that mistake. He should have threw the ball in his first read, and that ball wouldn't have got intercepted by Hamilton. Okay, he made a mistake. But we were moving the ball. There was no issue moving the ball through the air. If we would have scored that touchdown, ain't nobody would have been bitching about the throws. We ran the ball for over 100 yards with McCaffrey. Okay? Whenever somebody loses, there's always an excuse. Everybody wants to be a coach from the fat couch. But you guys ain't getting paid to coach the Niners. Kyle is. There's a reason for it. He knows better football than we do. Period. We can bring in our thoughts. We can bring in our feelings. We can bring in about how we think things. But Kyle is the one that's getting paid millions, not us. We can't even get 15 viewers at one time. So let's stop with, we know what Kyle is supposed to do. Kyle was calling a play call. It got disrupted because the defense of the Ravens batted some balls that flukily landed in their hands instead of on the ground. That shit won't happen again. I'm not supporting Christian on this, but I do back him up in the sense of this fluke won't happen again. If Brock was throwing the ball and making the wrong reads and just putting the ball in harm's way, then I would be worried. But he wasn't. Okay, and then we had to shuffle the offensive line when we were, and then once you're behind two scores, you're not running the ball anymore. You're passing. You got to catch up. You can't run the ball. You may want to run the ball, but when you're behind, you got to start throwing. And when you got Burford at tackle, now, if you want to blame Kyle, blame him for this. They cut
our O-line sucks ass.
Prida, Pryor, Matt Pryor, whatever his name is, before the game. That was a screw up. I'll give you that. But
Kyle messed up? You're saying Kyle messed up? Oh, this is a monumental moment. I need to mark this in history.
But he's 11-4.
Okay.
He don't mess up that much.
Here's the thing about this game. It almost benefits us if we have to play them again. For one, it's not like
I don't believe that, but go ahead.
Okay, hold on. The reason I say that is I'm only
We
saying
can
that
win and still
because
benefit us.
it happened, right? It didn't. I know.
Okay.
I'm just saying it happened, and this is
Okay.
how it can benefit us. Obviously, the
There you
Ravens
go.
coming into this game were the underdogs, right? The next game they're going to be feeling themselves. We have to play them again, right? They're going to think, oh yeah, well we beat their ass. Well, if you look at the stats and the way the game went, they didn't. They just turned the ball. We turned the ball over, right? It's not like
and penalties.
It's not like they shut our offense down where we literally could do nothing. We just turned the ball over. We were driving down the field, turnover, drive down the field, turnover. It's not like we can't move the ball. And it's not like we weren't even playing them to the point where we were like where this offense was at full level. Like, you guys forget that every time we've been in the playoffs, we had this team at least to an NFC championship. And why? Because when the playoffs start, he becomes a whole fucking other level. Like I've been trying to fucking tell everybody, he's like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. When the playoffs fucking start, Mr. Hyde comes out. Offense he has this team fucking ready to go, and we kick ass in the playoffs. Yeah, we fucking lost some playoff games. Last year I wouldn't count because that just, you know what I mean. But the ones we lost with Jimmy, it's fucking Jimmy Garoppolo. Purdy's fucking 10 times better than that. And I expect when we get into the playoffs this year, that to happen, and I expect this offense to be rolling. I don't expect it to be, anything like we've seen. I know you guys don't want to. Deon, you probably won't want to admit it because it makes Kyle look better. But I very much think Kyle holds back a lot of his.
He does.
For
the playoffs.
He doesn't want to show things. Hold on. Let me finish. Let me finish. Let me finish. Let me finish.
I can't wait for you to finish because I'll rip that bullshit to shreds. I get tired of that fucking narrative. It's such bullshit. Such bullshit,
truth, though.
bro. It's not.
Every single offensive coach that has a lot of motion and has a lot of trickery and things, that knows they can win games off their freaking game plan, don't show everything. But when the playoffs start, they don't care. They're fucking bringing it all out, and it's a big difference. How many times have we won games this year when our offense looks simple? Like we have.
You can't handle the truth.
I've watched Kyle's offense for enough years to know when something's simple, and then when I'm seeing fucking mastery of it. All right, I know the difference. I've watched it long enough. I know what it's capable of, and what the Ravens saw. They're not going to see the same thing play them in the Super Bowl, right? Perfect example. Kyle pulled out the mastery and pulled out the ass whooping for the Cowboys. For some reason, he has some kind of. We fucking pulled out all the stops against the Cowboys. We were like, holy fuck, this offense. That's the only time this year that I've actually seen that. But that's the one time this year that I've seen where he's like, okay, I'm letting my full offense out and we're just going to beat these guys' ass. Okay, that's it. I watched him do it, right? And because it's not like with a Philly game where we our playmakers decided like, fuck these guys, we're going to beat their ass. The freaking Cowboys game was Kyle and his freaking just that mastery offense that we saw. I guarantee we're going to see that in the playoffs. That's why this game doesn't matter to me. Yeah, it sucks we lost. It's not that big a deal. We're going to be in the playoffs. The only thing that we should be worried about is if we can't get in healthy. That's the only thing. Otherwise, we're going to beat everybody's ass. This offense is going to be even better. Unless obviously the offensive line's a weakness. That is an issue, and it's something to worry about. But everything else, not an issue. Brock didn't even play terribly. He just got unlucky. Like, yeah, 4 interceptions is going to take you out of the MVP, but it's not like he played fucking terrible and looked like a crappy 7th rounder in that game. He just unlucky stuff. Trust me.
Everybody has bad
That
games.
was a simplified.
That
looked like a simplified
offense
game that we were running. I wasn't seeing a lot of motions. I wasn't seeing a lot of things to. It did not, and by that it allowed the Ravens to pin their ears back and come and do things right because we didn't want to show them because there's not that much to look into this game. We lost. We could have won if you take away the turnovers. It was only a 14-point game. It was this close to being a 7-point game. It was almost a 7-point game with 4 turnovers. That's insane. Think about that. We were this close, right, for it to be a 7-point game. This close, which would have been 4 turnovers because we wouldn't have got the 5th one if we scored that touchdown. With 4 turnovers.
Let me know when you're done with the
You take
that was funny.
It's just, but think about it. Most of the time when you turn the ball over 4 to 5 times, you get blown out by 30 points. We lost by fucking 14 points.
So that's okay.
Something to take. Yeah, it's something to take solace in because
margin,
those 4 turnovers aren't going to happen again. They're not, because three of them were fluky stuff. They're not going to happen again.
Yeah, there's no way the Ravens beat
and it's going to change the game. It's not like the Ravens offense was all that great. The only time they did anything is when Lamar got out of the pocket, made things happen. When he stood in the pocket, what did he do?
The Ravens needed 5 turnovers to beat us
by 14 points.
Listen, they needed 5 turnovers to beat us by only 14
game,
points.
I understand.
Yep.
If it was trust me, it's going to be a lot different in the playoffs.
Yep.
But you guys, it's like we lose one game and it's like, okay, we're going to be terrible.
I think they were too prideful.
We did. This game is not that big of a deal. It's really not. It's just move on.
And it's an AFC game. It doesn't count against the NFC conference, so it's good.
You know, the funny thing, it's good that you say that, Beto. I appreciate you stating that. You know why? Because Brock Purdy is 12-1 versus the NFC.
Yep.
Kicks ass. Great. We can get our number 1 seed. Once again, he's 2-3 versus the AFC, and he's thrown 7 interceptions. I'll let you go on for a long motherfucking time.
He did.
Mm-hmm.
So here's the problem with this. The reason, y'all feel like, hey, man, it's just a game. We lost. Fuck it. It is what it is. Let me explain something to you. It doesn't make sense how everyone is so calm about losing a game against a possible opponent. And first off, fuck that Kyle playing chess, not checkers narrative. Y'all can kiss my ass with that shit. It's bullshit, okay? You don't sit there and tell me that every certain games, you just say, oh, I'm not going to give you my full offense because I don't want you to see what I'm going to do in the playoffs. Fuck out of here with that. You mean to tell me you go into games as a head coach saying, I can take this L, no biggie, it's okay. I'm just going to play vanilla and allow you to beat me. That, like, you go into games with this mindset because that's what you guys are describing. On top of that, do you know a really fucked up statistic about Kyle Shanahan? If he goes into the 4th quarter down by 8, he doesn't win. He loses
38
every fucking time. That is a horrible, horrible stat to have on your head coaching career. That's not good. So if the Ravens get up and we go into the Super Bowl and we're down by 8, we might as well just call it an L. But you guys are saying Kyle has this magical playbook that is somewhere laying elsewhere that he's going to randomly pull out because he's playing chess, not checkers. Sorry, last night, on Christmas night, Kyle looked like he was playing fucking goldfish. Okay? At the end of the day, yes, the turnovers that were created were what helped us to lose that game. But diminishing the loss by giving everybody a pass doesn't make sense when this is possibly a team that could see us again in the Super Bowl, and you guys have think that Kyle has some magical blueprint that's going to make him better. Kyle has gotten to the NFC Championship game since we went to the Super Bowl, but he can't get past that hump for various fucking reasons. I don't care what the reasons are. The other thing that killed me, our O-line, we had to shuffle that motherfucker. We got down to the last offensive lineman, but we wake up on Tuesday and sign Sebastian Joseph Day.
Yeah,
so we got down to our last offensive lineman.
We need him.
Hold on. Our O-line was the fucking problem that whole game. They could not hold up. And those defensive linemen and those safeties and every defensive player for the Ravens came and played. But it kills me how everybody is just like, oh, well, it's a fluke. It happens. It'll never happen again. We got our ass handed to us by the fucking Browns, and y'all said that wouldn't happen again, and it just happened again. So I don't want to hear that fuck shit, man. I get really tired of everybody taking a back seat on it as if none of this matters and Kyle is randomly some great fucking head coach that's going to just automatically be like, oh, in the playoffs, now I'm going to show you who I really am. We have two games left.
I have evidence in the playoffs to show that.
We can take that. You don't have. There is no evidence. What head coach walks into a game wanting to lose? What head coach walks into a game with a vanilla game?
You're just taking that. You're taking what we said. You're making that up. You're putting words in our mouth.
He's putting his own words in there, bro. It's okay.
Yeah, he's putting up words in our mouth. I
know. Delusional people are like that, bro. Let him talk.
So I'm delusional because it doesn't make sense to me how a head coach holds back plays when he's supposed to be going out there trying to win every game.
And then you keep saying you guys.
I'm not saying he's holding back plays. I'm just saying his offense is can be a lot more intricate than he lets on in certain games.
The other thing that
our offense can't score 40 points even when it's simple.
If they can score 40 points when it's simple, they should have done it the other night because that would have helped us.
But we had 5 turnovers. We had those stupid 5 turnovers.
Exactly.
It was a bad.
Okay, don't tell me that it could be simple and score 40 points on the night where we were trying to be simple and it looked really fucking pedestrian. It didn't work out.
You said that we picked up a defensive
400 yards of offense.
I don't give a fuck how many yards we have, bro. You could have 1,000 yards in a game.
It's not like you got fucking shut out and didn't do anything and was 3 and out. That's not what happened. We turned the ball over when we were moving the ball down the motherfucking field. We lost by 14 points, turning the ball over 5 times. That means we're a good fucking team. And even when you put us down, you don't really put us out. If we lost by 30, okay. We lost by 14 fucking points. It could have been 7. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. It's not a 30-point fucking loss. We didn't lose 42-10 if we beat the Cowboys. 42-19 we beat the Eagles.
I'm marking this.
The Eagles and the Cowboys got the shit beat out of us by them. We played the worst game. Let me finish. We played the worst game. We played what you could say is our worst game. We lost by 14. We beat the fucking Cowboys by 32 points. And when they played their worst game against us, that's the big fucking difference. We played our worst game and still could have found a way to come back and win.
We beat them by 30 and we couldn't beat these motherfuckers at all. And we turned the ball over. They had a game plan. They were ready for it.
You have to find silver linings
between knowing
in the game of football
and being emotional.
You find silver linings in the game of football.
I think y'all being emotional because y'all don't want to come to the reality. And Kyle Shanahan is not that.
You are in your emotions, Deon.
No, I'm not saying
my
emotional. I still think this team can win.
The game that could possibly be
that's emotions, frustration.
Who cares that we lost the game? Who cares that we lost the game?
Okay.
Guess what?
Huh?
Guess what? Guess what happened in what?
So
19, was it 83? Hold on.
We're still the number 1 seed.
No, hold on. Does it matter? Okay.
For long.
When Joe Montana beat the Bengals in the Super Bowl, guess what he did against the Bengals earlier in that season? He threw 4 interceptions against them. He lost and threw 4 interceptions. Yeah. Then he met them in the fucking Super Bowl. And he met them in the Super Bowl. Hold on. He met them in the Super Bowl.
And who was Joe Montana before he won the Super Bowl?
I don't care who the quarterback is. It doesn't matter if you lost the first one. Who gives a fuck if it's a Super Bowl preview? That game means nothing if we meet them in the Super Bowl. It's a completely different game.
Especially when they were flukes.
We can win.
This was an opportunity for us to make a statement to the league.
Who gives a fuck about a statement? I don't give a shit what the league thinks. I just care that we fucking win when the games come.
If we win the Super Bowl this year, Deon, are you going to worry about the statement that we should have made on Monday night?
Yeah, exactly.
No, I'm not going to worry.
Are you going to give a rat's ass about that statement?
So who gives a shit?
Thank you.
Okay, if we lose the Super Bowl, are you going to be worried about it?
No,
I don't give a fuck.
And with the way
the
game's over, I'm not worried about the statement and burn out like we always do.
We're in the playoffs. It's not like that game kicked us out of the playoffs. It's not like that game.
I'm telling me that I'm emotional. I'm trying to give y'all nothing but facts. I hit y'all with nothing but statistical facts. Because we outgained them doesn't mean shit. We still lost. Because we had 5 turnovers definitely means a lot.
I know you take that. I know. Deon, you should know football well enough to know that when you take a loss,
make it seem like my points are not valid.
When you take a loss, you find look at the silver lining. Look at the silver lining.
Y'all say it's gospel. I'm trying to let y'all know that we went out there and laid a fucking egg. But it definitely is a big loss, strictly based on the fact that this was versus an AFC opponent that we should have been able to at least beat. We always have a problem with mobile quarterbacks. That's a problem. We don't have
the problem.
O-line.
That wasn't
we have
the
a
problem in that
million
game.
We didn't lose because of his mobile.
That's a
We
problem.
lost because we turned it over 5 times.
We lost because we beat
and that's
ourselves.
a problem. Is that okay to you? So Aaron Banks aggravated his toe injury.
A fluke.
We have a right tackle who is barely okay. We have a right guard position that's being rotated in and out because we don't know whether Spencer Burford's going to play.
Our whole O-line got hurt that game.
Our O-line looked horrible. That is a fucking problem that has never been addressed here.
So then, to your point right now, Deon, we're not winning the Super Bowl this year. I just want a yes or no.
I don't fucking know.
The Ravens.
Because if we don't have a good line and we didn't address it, blah blah blah, then we have no hope of winning the Super Bowl. No hope.
So you're telling me, okay? So let me. No,
I'm using your own words.
You're telling me that you feel we're gonna win the Super Bowl.
Yep.
With the O-line that was playing the other night.
Yep.
You feel comfortable with that same O-line going up against an AFC opponent? Because I can tell you right now, the only team that we're going to face is most likely either the Bills or the Ravens. The Chiefs are fucking cooked.
No,
and everybody else in the AFC.
Don't forget about Miami.
There's Miami.
Fuck Miami.
The AFC, hold on. The AFC is going to beat the
Miami
out of each other.
I'm sorry.
They're going to beat
So what happens if the Ravens don't make it?
There's way more.
If the Ravens don't make it, then they don't fucking make it. But it does scare me that our quarterback does not play well against the AFC. And that's the conference we are going to have.
What does it got to do with the AFC, though?
I know. It just.
He didn't play well. Why the fuck is that okay? We have to play them in the Super Bowl if we fucking make it. So it's okay because he doesn't play well against the AFC.
He can't be nobody from the AFC. He can't be nobody from the AFC.
Because if he just doesn't play well in this game, doesn't mean he won't play well the next time he plays.
Can I just give you the statistics?
He beat the Jags.
Yeah.
That's AFC. Who else?
I said he was 2-3. I never said he didn't. He never beat anyone.
Yeah, we lost to the.
Those whole 2 and 3 or Kyle comes into the fourth quarter. Oh, that's bullshit.
Okay, so you know what? From now on, I'm going to defer to you guys, and you guys are right.
All I'm saying is
everything that I say is wrong. I'm always in my fucking feelings, and I get tired of that shit, bro. I really do. I get tired of that. Y'all can't keep telling me that I'm in my motherfucking feelings when I'm making my points because I'm stating facts. Like, just because y'all don't give a fuck doesn't mean that how I feel doesn't fucking matter.
I never said it wasn't. I never said it didn't matter. I said you're in your feelings, but I never said it didn't matter.
No, but you telling me you saying this I'm in my feelings, telling me that you don't give a fuck how I feel and you don't care about the points that I'm making.
No, that's what that says. Feelings means you're emotional.
Deon, you're very emotional.
That's what I'm not disrespecting. I'm saying you're in your feelings. You're very emotional.
I hit y'all with nothing but fucking facts in the face. What have I lied about?
Okay,
so my
truth hold on, Christian. Name me 3 facts right now. Name me 3 facts, please. I'm being sincere.
It's 2-3 versus the AFC. Kyle Shanahan is 0-38 versus the goddamn versus any team when he goes to the fourth quarter down by 8 points.
Okay, that's true.
Come on, man. Stop trying to make me seem like I'm just an emotional fucking person and that I don't give a fuck. Or that I'm wrong. Like, y'all got to stop doing that to me, bro.
I never said you were wrong.
It really pisses me off because y'all sit up here and make it seem like everything y'all saying is correct and that we go to the Super Bowl every fucking year and win. We go to the playoffs every year, get to the NFC championships, and we stall out. Does that not bother any of y'all? Y'all don't give a fuck? No, it doesn't. Because it's always going to be a fluke. So every year we going to go in, it's going to be a fluke this, a fluke that, a fluke here, a fluke there. Should we pick up DJ Fluker?
We're gonna win the Super Bowl this year.
God damn! Like, I feel like I'm the only person that does this podcast that actually thinks outside of the box where I'm looking at what continually happens to us and I'm frustrated.
You know what's funny, Deon? Deon gets offended when I call him emotional or feelings, but yet he likes to put words in other people's mouths.
Okay, bro, but I'm telling you, your actions give me reason to believe such.
But why put words in my mouth when I'm not saying anything you're telling me I'm saying?
But everything is negative.
Okay, so answer me this then. Do either of y'all care that we can get into the NFC Championship and stall them the fuck out?
Yes, I care.
What?
But it happens.
I do. If that happens, then it sucks.
Shit happens.
It is what it is.
Well, why is that okay?
Because it's a game. It's just football.
It's not okay or not okay. It's just what happened.
Okay, I guess.
Hey, I'm gonna fuck my wife
the
next
day. This is the NFL.
I'm gonna go out with my kids the next day. It's just a football for me.
Okay, this is the NFL. It's hard.
Oh, Gino, you can kiss my whole ass.
The Lions.
I'm not in my feelings. I ain't doing nothing but stating facts. If you don't like it, you can kiss my ass.
The Lions just won their first
title.
In 30 years.
Me in the chat. I'm an 80s baby. I don't do that shit, bro.
Hey, this.
Turn around, baby. Turn around, Deon.
This sport is hard to win, okay? And it's hard to win in the NFL. The Lions won their first division title in 30 years. The Cowboys haven't been to the NFC Championship in 30 years, right? The Niners haven't won a Super Bowl. Oh,
well, so do the Niners.
This league is hard.
To the Super Bowl.
It's hard. This is our best
Niners
chance.
Suck too.
We have a good chance to win the Super Bowl. This is our best chance probably.
So you guys scared Brandon away.
This is the best offense. This is the best offense we've had, right? It stalled out. It happened.
We had our first 4,000
We got it out of the way
since Jeff Garcia.
Yeah,
that's fantastic.
We got it out of the way. We stalled, right? This offense can
great.
stall. Even the good ones, even the good offenses can stall, right? Doesn't mean we don't go into the playoffs, kick everybody's ass, and we don't go.
We played a good team against the Ravens. It's not like we lost and turned the ball over like that to a shitty ass team. The Ravens are a very good team.
They played their best game. We played
but they still needed 5 turnovers to win.
To beat
by
us
only
by
14 points.
That's a silver lining.
It doesn't. Okay,
think about it.
What I'm saying is,
Deon, if they play us,
why are y'all not seeing like, yo, that was alarming?
It happened. No, because it won't happen again.
Like a really good game plan.
It won't happen
It
again.
sucks that we lost.
Same way,
it does, Deon. It sucks.
You know,
we should have made a statement.
It won't happen again.
But the way we lost, now if we would have got our ass kicked, and
we did get our ass kicked.
No, 14 points.
Did we really though?
2 touchdowns. I mean, I'm just saying 5 turnovers, bro. Look at that.
Touchdowns based on 5 turnovers. That's not an ass kicking.
Yeah, I mean, you 5 turnovers over 5 times and you lose.
Which team was it?
Points.
Was it the Cowboys? No, it wasn't the Cowboys. The Eagles. Nobody turned the ball over. Everybody played the right football, and we kicked their ass. That was an ass kicking over the Eagles.
Yeah. And
this
that
game
can
we
happen
turned the 5 over.
If we play our game.
We didn't turn the ball over at all, Deon, and we would never turn the ball over, and they just still scored the way they did, that would have been an ass kicking, in my opinion.
Go look at the other years we won the Super Bowl. Do you think every game was fucking fantastic?
No.
We lost 42-8 to the Eagles in 94.
Yeah, and then what do we do to the Chargers in that game? 50, what was it? 55
and we destroyed them.
21?
Yep.
And then I'll put it simply. Y'all are okay with losing games. Y'all are okay with the turnovers. You guys are fine with that. I'm not.
There you go with putting words in my mouth.
It's not everything.
That's what you're saying,
Deon.
That's how you're receiving it.
You're taking it like
how else am I supposed to
receive it? Telling you that they threw 5 turnovers and we only lost by 14.
Doesn't mean we're okay with it. It's one of those games you throw the film away and move on.
Please tell me that's not condoning the turnovers. We had 5 turnovers, but we only lost by 14. How is that in not the same sentence?
Because you're not going to have fun. Because
3 of them
because next time
were flukes.
Next time we play the Ravens, if we do play them, we're not having 5 turnovers. You take away those 5 turnovers, this game's obviously different.
We may have 1, but not 5.
We had 5 turnovers. Hold on, we had 5 turnovers. You get 5 field goals, we win by 1 point. Think about it that way. It was a 14-point game. We get 5 field goals instead of turnovers. We win. That's the difference. That's why.
Actually, that's a good point.
Those 5 turnovers are not going to happen again. You take those 5 turnovers, they're 5 field goals. Boom, we win 34-33. Doesn't matter. We win. But it happened. It's not going to happen again. We may turn the ball over once or twice, but we're not going to have 5 turnovers.
By the Browns, and everybody said it wasn't going to happen again.
We lost by 2 points.
We could have won the game. We could have won the game. Kicker missed a field goal. The weather was bad.
It was all over us. They made our O-line look very fucking pedestrian.
And then what happened?
This is the reason I'm not.
When we needed a drive from our young quarterback, he took us down and put us in a.
Okay, and y'all told me the wind came through and knocked Moody's field goal. Whatever.
No, Moody should have made that. I'm making excuses for that.
Field goal.
Purdy put us in position to win. That's what matters.
Yeah.
Okay, that's perfectly
have
fine.
His best game.
You can do everything that you do,
step up,
but at the end of the day, if you don't come out with the W, all of that means nothing, does it?
Yeah, but
see, that's where you're wrong.
This loss changes nothing. We can still
explain to me how. Okay, so let me give you a hypothetical. Let's put ourselves in the Super Bowl.
Okay.
We played against the Browns, and we played that exact same game against them in the Super Bowl, and we lost. Purdy put us in a position to win, but we lost the Super Bowl. Does that matter?
On a field goal.
I mean, it hurts, but it sucks.
Doesn't matter.
It hurts.
It hurts
because it's another
matter?
We don't win.
Yes or no? Does it matter that we lost?
What do you mean?
No.
As in what? What does it mean? Does it matter? Like we have to fire the coach? Is that what you mean?
The only thing that matters is that he put us in a position to do so. The fact that we lost means nothing.
But we lost because we missed a field goal.
But that's football. It's a game of chance at times.
So you expect us to win for every single time we play and never lose?
I never stated that.
Dynasty lives off
again, just like you tell me, you put words in my mouth. I never stated that.
That's what you're saying, though.
What do you mean?
Because you're saying that the only time it matters is when we win.
What do you mean? Does it matter?
And when we lose, it doesn't matter.
All of the statistics and putting people in place and all of that stuff, all of that can be great optics. But at the end of the day, your job is to go out there and get the W.
But this is a game of inches, Deon.
It happens.
So if Purdy put
this isn't a game. That was not a game of inches.
No, I know.
That wasn't a game of inches. That last game
was a I'm answering your freaking question that you just asked. Not talking about the Ravens game. That was a game of just ball not bouncing your way. That happens in football too. But it's a game of inches to the point where if you're saying we get in field goal range to win the field goal, we make the field goal. That's the difference from Purdy being probably
that defense that the Browns gave us hassle all day long. We make a field goal, we win. Then what?
Beto, we're in the Super Bowl, right? The difference of Purdy winning the Super Bowl MVP is the kick of a field goal. That's the difference. That's how close it is. We make the field goal because he put us in position. He's a Super Bowl MVP. We miss, we lose. He's nothing. That's football.
Is that his fault? Is that his fault?
Is that his fault? No, because it's on the kicker. The kicker makes it. He's the Super Bowl MVP. The kicker misses. We lose. He's nothing. That's football. That is the game of football. The Bills went to 4 Super Bowls,
but it's football.
It does,
when they lost. I just feel like they lost for the kicker. We do care.
That's me.
We do care, but you move on.
Like everything is okay.
To the Super Bowl
nothing
4 years in a row,
and we just took a L. So it is what it is.
The Super Bowl
didn't move on. We move on. We don't sit here and punching bag our nuts for the next fucking 2 years. You know what I mean?
Nobody's going to do that.
All right, so real quick, guys.
And where'd you go, fat boy?
Excuse me.
Jesus Christ!
Better watch your mouth,
cannoli
boy.
His name had a cannoli. There was a cannoli.
I had to go downstairs
all over it.
Anyways, so we're after leaving this game, our whole O-line's fucking hurt for one.
The O-line was
You guys worry with this O-line being hurt?
Oh no, they're not.
There you go. With
it's our weakness. It's our weakness. But if we're fully healthy,
we're ready.
Where we need to be. If we're healthy, it's our weakness. But if we're healthy where we need to be, we can put up 40 points.
Dude, we can lose our
because we've been winning.
I'm not worried.
We've been winning with this offensive line, anyways. Yeah, we
can lose everybody, and I am not worried.
It can be the reason. They can be the reason.
Not one bit.
If we do lose, they most likely will be the reason.
I'll eat my burrito just the same.
But I still think we can win.
You eat a burrito just the same. Everybody's like, hey, I don't eat a taco just the same.
Hold on.
This guy will eat a burrito whether we win or we lose, baby.
Hold on.
It will just taste better if we win.
The only thing that needs to be said about Micah Parsons is losers focus on winners, winners focus on winning. That's all you need to say.
Like Gronk said.
It doesn't need to be any more than that.
And also, too, is we live in Micah Parsons and the Cowboys' head rent free.
Yeah,
hence why I said losers focus on winners, winners focus on winning.
I love what Debo says. What are you worried about us?
Yeah.
Here's my final point. The reason that I cared so much about that specific game versus the Ravens is I really wanted us to be able to come out and say, you know what? We punch everybody in the fucking mouth. Everybody.
Okay.
Doesn't matter who you are. Now, hold on.
Okay. Fair enough.
We did.
Let me respond after.
We got punched in the fucking mouth. Really hard.
I agree.
5 fucking times.
Okay.
And I'm sorry to everybody out there, including you, Mr. Mendoza, if that's not okay with me. If us having 5 turnovers is not okay, I don't care how they happen, then I'm just going to be wrong. If us losing a game to a team that we could possibly see later on down the road bothers me, I'm just going to have to be wrong.
All right.
And so if us losing our whole O-line and shuffling and then going and signing a defensive lineman the next damn day is okay with everybody else, I'm just going to be wrong because that is concerning. Do not think for 1 second that the Washington Commanders or the goddamn Los Angeles Rams are going to take a back seat and just let us have those games. No, they are coming for us. They are coming to knock us out of the number 1 seed, and you know the Rams are going to want to do it because we beat the shit out of them every fucking time we play them. Hell, we call their house Levi's South, goddammit.
We'll beat them.
So don't think. So my number 1 thing is the reason that I'm really pent up on this game is because the way that we looked doesn't bode well for us going to play a team that damn near has nothing to play for. So what are they going to do? They're coming out firing on all cylinders. If you remember back to 2017, what did we do the last 5 games?
I'll let you answer.
We knocked off playoff teams.
Let me answer your question.
And we fucked up seating for a lot of people, did we not? And we didn't have shit to play for.
Let me answer your questions.
Be mindful of that.
You said that you said that you don't. The reason why you're upset and emotional is because we lost. That we lost against the Ravens, and you wanted to make a statement. You wanted to kick their ass to show everybody that we punch everybody in the mouth. Let's say we did that. I have 2-part question. Okay, let's say we did that. Let's say we punch them in the mouth. We kick their ass. I don't know, 42-10, and then we meet him again in the Super Bowl and we lose. Does this game matter? No. Now we lost yesterday, or whenever we lost, and we play them in the Super Bowl and we beat them. Does that game matter? No. Right? Because what matters is what happens in the Super Bowl, not what happened Monday.
Well, Kyle needs to get us there first.
Okay, fair enough. But to your point, what would you rather have? An ass whipping on Monday and lose the Super Bowl, or take the humility of losing? Now, in a perfect world, we want both. Obviously,
yes,
we want to demolish them and win the Super Bowl, right?
It don't seem like
real quick, let me answer this real quick. I'm picking up a defensive player. We cannot stop the run since Eric Armstead has not been on the field. 1, 2. Name me a freaking available offensive lineman that is worth shit to take at this point. Name me one. Yeah, there's need there, but who in the fuck is available to be taken at that position at this late of the game? This guy Day, he's a very good run stopper on defense. They took him. If that offensive player was available, I guarantee they would have taken an offensive player. But there's not there. What do they want to do? Fart one in the air?
So here's what I'll say to that. I know offensive linemen aren't running around at a premium, hanging out on couches, ready to be signed, because good offensive linemen are hard to find. But you know what we have? We have 2 people who don't like to address the offensive line. They only care about the defensive line. And that is Kyle and John. And you can't tell me different, because that is a fucking fact.
Yep. That's true. But we're talking right now in this.
So at this present moment, no, you cannot. No, I can't give you an offensive lineman that's worth your man.
Instead of an offensive lineman.
But what I'm saying is,
we're still trying to make our team better with what's available. That's all.
Right now,
no. It's not about making the team better, Christian. It's about the fact that we address the defensive line on a consistent basis and neglect the offensive line.
Because there's because
offensive line. Here's my thing.
Hold on. But the offensive line's hard. There's not even a full.
Not even a free agency, bro.
There's not even enough offensive
but at the end of the day, address it in some fucking way.
Offensive linemen have to develop him.
Hold on. Offensive
Who
line.
the fuck are we developing?
No, hold on, Deon. It's harder to
Aaron
find offensive
Banks.
linemen in general.
Name it. Okay, I'll give you a prime example. I got a good one for you. His name is Alfredo Gutierrez. How long this motherfucker been on the team?
But he never counted. He's not on.
No.
He never counted against the roster.
No. Hold on. His name is Alfredo Gutierrez.
I know
you
who
just
it
talked
is.
about development, did you not?
Yes.
You said development, right?
Yes.
You got to develop your offensive lineman.
Yes.
This motherfucker's been here for years. He can't even get burned in a goddamn preseason game. What the fuck are we developing?
He's not on the team.
He's on the practice squad.
No, he's not. He's not even there.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he is.
He's on the practice squad every fucking year.
Check it again.
You can check it again. He's there. I see his big ass on the sideline. It's too hard to miss.
I found this on the web.
Obviously, the offensive
so all I'm saying is
but you're not going to fix it.
When you neglect the spot, it puts you in a bad spot.
If he's on the team and he's not in there, he's not ready yet.
Okay.
3-4 years and he's not ready? Why not cut him? Move on. If it takes 3 to 4 years to develop you, you don't need to be here.
But he doesn't count against the practice squad. He doesn't count.
Yeah, he's on the practice squad.
Okay,
but I'm using that to say you're telling me they're developing people. Who are they developing? I need to know these names you're talking about developing.
Aaron Banks, McKivitz. They're developing Brindle. They're developing.
Okay, first of all, they didn't develop McKivitz. They tried McKivitz a guard. He didn't work out, and they cut his ass. So I'm sorry if you're developing a player, you don't cut them. He played on Monday. Yeah, but But what I'm saying is, you're saying McKivitz. They had McKivitz for 2 years, cut his ass, and then only brought him back because we didn't have no fucking right tackle. Other than that, Colton McKivitz's ass was a failed project. So you can't tell me that they're developing players when there's nobody that's being developed. I'm sorry, I need to give me a name. Because Aaron Banks is one person, and he's standing next to the best left tackle, best offensive lineman in the league. It's pretty easy.
And who brought him in?
Standing
brought him in?
Colin John. Yeah, and the first year, where was he? He barely even got on the field.
Most teams in this league don't have a good up. Hey, most teams in this league have a mediocre offensive line. There's like 2 or 3 teams that have a good offensive line in this league. There's 32 teams, and maybe 3 or 4 of them have a good offensive line because it's hard to get.
I don't give a fuck about other teams. Don't tell me about other teams.
You can't. But you can't. There's no offensive line.
I'm talking about the Niners. I ain't talking about the Cowboys, the Chiefs, the Ravens, the Jaguars.
I'm talking football in general.
Hold on. Will you let me talk, please?
Alex,
guys, let me talk. There is not enough O linemen to just go and pick up. You're not going to mold them out of clay out of nowhere. There's an abundance of D linemen, hence why we've been bringing them in all season because there's an abundance.
I actually agree with Alex.
There is not an abundance of
our
offensive
O-line's been asked.
No, it hasn't, bro.
Point is, my point. Stop it. My point is,
how many sacks have Purdy gotten? How many sacks has Purdy gotten this season?
How much pressures do they fucking give up?
Can I finish my point?
Let the white man talk.
Jesus Christ. My point is, there's like maybe 4 to 5 good offensive lines in this whole league. That's my point. You can't find offensive linemen. You can't find offensive linemen. You can't pick them up off the street to be good. And that's why there's only like a couple good ones because they're hard to find.
Let me talk. And
there's an abundance of D linemen, so that's why we're bringing them in, and it helps us. But we're not going to just go bring in random offensive linemen that aren't going to help us. That guy.
You know why we're bringing in defensive. You know why we're bringing in defensive. Let me tell you why we're bringing in defensive linemen, and this is actually to make Beto's point. Beto, you were just talking about development, weren't you?
Yes, sir.
Who's our defensive line coach?
I can't think of his name.
Don't have it.
Some of
these guys just don't have it.
No. You got to finish your point. You got out. Let me finish mine.
Chris Kaceric is not the.
Chris Kaceric is a wizard with defensive linemen. Is he not?
Defensive line. Okay, I thought you were talking about the offense.
No, defensive lineman.
Yeah, Chris
Kaceric is a. Every time we bring in a defensive lineman, they seem to work out for the majority of the part pretty well, right?
Yeah.
We've gotten several people paid over these last couple of years, have we not?
Yes.
We have. So explain to me why the fuck the only person that we've ever gotten paid off the offensive line was Mike McGlinchey, and he ain't worth shit. And the only reason he got paid was he was the only viable option for anybody out there in free agency.
His good old linemen are
if we're talking about
not a dime a dozen. They're fucking rare.
No. Let's stick to places where we actually develop the fucking talent, because it ain't the goddamn offensive line. And I'm sorry. Yes, that does worry me if our offensive line isn't in tip-top shape when we play these next 2 games. Because while everybody looks at the Commanders as a gimme, once again, they don't give a fuck. They will come in there and try to fuck our seating up.
Yeah, and
they saw what the Ravens do, but they don't care.
We can play 11 on 5 against the Commanders, so we're going to take their ass.
Oh, but didn't you say anybody can be beat? Anything can happen any given Sunday.
Not against the Commanders, bro.
Now
I don't know.
It's going to be like 50-16, bro.
Any given Sunday, that's all I got to say.
Even if the Niners turn the ball over 8 times, we'll still beat them.
So Brad said that he's concerned about it moving forward.
And Brad's
of course you're going to be.
Our offensive line is not as bad as people said, so I agree with Alex earlier.
So explain to me how you feel it's not bad when we don't have a left guard, we don't have a right tackle, we don't have a right guard.
We're talking about the season.
I'm not talking about the season. I'm talking about right now. We going into a game. Who the fuck is going to play?
Well, there's injuries.
I think they said Trent's okay. Trent said he's going to be okay, but I don't know. The only literal viable offensive lineman we have is Jake Brendel. He has literally been – Jake Brendel and Colton McKivitz have been the only continual mainstays the whole fucking year.
But McKivitz has been but he was cut. How is he a mainstay?
You know how I feel about this whole conversation?
At all this year.
You said McKivitz was cut.
No, I didn't say he was cut. I said he was cut earlier when we were talking about developing players, because before when we had him, we did cut him.
See, I'm only talking about this season. You're going back from last season.
Okay,
that's why you throw me off.
Okay,
that's where I get thrown off, Deon.
Okay, if you're talking about this season, what offensive linemen are we developing? Please tell me. Who?
Aaron Banks.
Aaron Banks ain't developing. He's playing already.
And what's his name? Number 74.
So we're developing Spencer Burford after he was a starter, but then we take him out and then we put him back in.
He got benched.
He's still being developed, though, Deon.
That doesn't make sense.
How
do you develop a player on the sideline?
It's a process.
You get out there, you get reps.
And that's what they're doing.
We're still what?
So we're going in and out with Feliciano, but that's development.
We're 11-4
because he was hurt.
We're arguing about something as if we're 4-11. Okay.
All right, bro. I'm gonna shut the fuck up because we're 11-4, and it doesn't matter that our whole line is banged up and beat up. But we just.
I know. I'm worried about our O-line, but we have to deal with it, and we're still winning games, and we have to assume we're still going to win games because we have.
We weren't winning games. We're not winning games right now with that line, with the line that we possibly might have. We won games before. Come on, man.
So, Deon, you should be happy that we're going to lose to Martin. We're going to lose to Commanders. We're going to lose to the Rams. We're not making the playoffs.
Do you see how I am about this loss? So don't tell me that I should be happy about a loss. I'm the only one
who's going to lose.
Because you're not going to feel happy to lose. Y'all okay with losses.
You're giving the Niners a loss already.
Oh, bro. Don't do that. Don't try to make me seem like I'm the bad guy here.
You have an offensive line. We're going to lose. I'm worried. It's the Commanders. Oh, they scare me.
We are not going to lose. We won 5 to start. We won 5. Hold on.
The Rams.
We won 5 to start. We lost 3 in a row. We won 6. We won 6 straight. We lost 1. We're going to go win 5 straight now. The offensive line is what it is. We're still not going to lose. We're still going to put up we're still going to kick everybody's ass on the way to the Super Bowl.
So what happens if we beat the Commanders with the same offensive line, Deon? Then what?
I don't care. We're going to beat them. Who gives a shit what the offensive line is? We're going to fucking win. It doesn't matter.
No, but
we're going to fucking win the goddamn game.
You got to give a shit what the offensive line is. What kind of statement is that?
Because we're winning the fucking game. My statement is we're winning the game. I don't care. We are winning the motherfucking game, and I don't care. The game is going to be won.
Okay,
I had a lot of
here's-
points.
Let me answer this.
Christian,
Remember that.
now you're
Let me answer
emotional.
this. He says, "Why so much criticism for a division champ? A few years back, we had bad teams. Let's just take a deep breath and let it play out."
Yeah, we sound like
this.
that girl
It's
on her
great.
16th birthday that
It's
got a
great,
BMW and is mad they didn't get a
At the end
Mercedes.
of the day, I will live and die on
That's
this.
a good point, Christian.
What did you say? Something about a Mercedes?
What we're doing, we sound
Did I hear
like
something about
the
a goddamn
16-year-old.
Mercedes?
We sound like the 16-year-old girl that for her birthday got a BMW and is mad because she didn't get a
Got a
Mercedes.
Tesla.
Okay, I wouldn't say we got a BMW. I would say we probably have a nice high-end fucking Toyota.
I mean,
We're 11-4. I'll take the Toyota.
I'll take the Toyota though. I still will. Toyota's a good vehicle. Actually, if you want, you get a Kia or a Subaru. It's the best vehicle on the market.
They are
This
the
team-
proud
this team
partner
is a
of the
BMW.
49ers.
We're not partner of the 49ers. Look, man. Okay.
Dion, this team is a BMW because
I
when
over
it's running
exaggerated
well,
on the fact that we lost the game, but I do that every fucking time because I'm
And
the
that's
one
why
who
we
gives a
love you,
fuck about
Dion.
the losses. Y'all
That's why
don't
we
give a
love
fuck.
you.
I do. Okay, the losses mean something to me because especially when we should be beating the
Why?
teams that we lose.
You don't get paid.
but it's the NFL. Teams lose.
I'm
Hey,
here.
it's a
This is
reason
what
why
this is what I'm talking about. This is my passion.
I'm
I'm gonna express my
Finish the season.
my
Finish
feelings.
with a perfect record.
Hold on. Dion, it matters
Teams
to me
lose 'cause
too.
only-
I
that's why
got
only
rid
one
of
finished with a
Christian
undefeated
and I got rid of because my emotions. My emotions now.
He called
Me being
said,
emotional.
Fuck Christian.
I got pissed off at Christian. I got pissed off
you fuck.
at Brandon. I left the chats. I did everything. Okay, I was a bitch.
I had
And then I got my
anxiety on
senses and I
Monday
came
night,
back. I'm sorry. So I do get emotional too, bro. So I'm with you, bro. It's an emotional game, but it's over with.
I just
We
get
lost,
tired of
we move
watching
on,
us
that's
stall
it.
out, man. And I feel like
We've been
whenever I
winning
talk
6
to
games
other
in a
49er
row.
fans, nobody, yeah, but bro, at the end of the day, we do all this and it looks great every single
Yeah, like
year.
we're the
Dion,
Cardinals.
And at the
We're
end
not
of the
the
day,
Cardinals.
Hold on,
for
Dion.
naught.
Do you not want to admit? Hold on, Dion. I'm going to ask you. Do you not
We
want
love
to
you
admit
too,
that we beat
Niners
ourselves?
throwback.
Like, is
throwback,
it like
you know
you
it
don't
is.
want to admit?
David
you
Villa.
Are you
Don't wanna
unwilling
admit
to
what?
admit that we beat ourselves and that's why we lost to the Ravens? Because that's what happened.
Yeah, we shot ourselves in the foot.
No, we did not beat ourselves.
I think we
You
did.
did it?
No, we
We
didn't.
did.
Mm-mm.
Dude, we moved the
I'm
ball
not
up and
agreeing
down
with
the
that.
field
Let me
and
tell you,
turned.
no.
We moved the
Hold
ball
up,
up and
hold
down the
up.
field
I'll
and turned
tell
it
you-
over.
I'll
That's
tell you
beating
why.
yourself.
I'll tell you
And
why.
penalty.
Hey, Christian,
Let
let
me
me hear
explain.
this, bro. Let me hear
Let me
this.
tell you why.
Please tell me. How?
We
Okay,
didn't beat
hold
ourselves.
on.
The Ravens beat us.
The Ravens
I'm
weren't
sorry.
that good.
I can't. Just hear me out.
That's not what I
The reason
saw,
that
though.
the Ravens beat the reason that we couldn't beat ourselves is because we had 5 turnovers.
That's beating yourselves.
mistakes
Now,
on us,
that
though.
is not beating yourself. That is a great defense. Did y'all not just say
No,
earlier that
no.
one out of those 4
There were 3 gimmicks.
interceptions was Brock Purdy's fault? Did y'all not say that earlier?
Only 2
Based off of the
interceptions were his
scheme,
fault.
too, though.
Only 2.
Based
I'm
off
saying,
the-
I'm saying
based
one
off of
because the first one.
too.
Oh no, actually, you're right. Only
Because-
one.
Yeah,
No,
the first one, but after that, that's it. No, what I'm saying is,
Kittle
this is
runs the corner
this is
route, it's
all
a
I'm saying,
touchdown.
Christian.
We beat ourselves.
It's what I'm trying to tell you is, I want you to understand. When you beat yourself, it's when your game plan just don't work. They had a game plan, but the defense just had a better one, bro. They were ready. I'm sorry, I gotta give that to the Ravens.
Over
There is
500
no
yards of
way in hell I'm
offense.
saying that we beat
That Ravens
ourselves.
defense-
The Ravens
That
beat
Ravens
us,
defense
bro.
gave over 500
5
They gave up
turnovers.
over 500 years of or 500 yards of offense.
Who
They gave
gives a
up over
fuck about
500
500 yards if you didn't give up the points to go with it?
I
If
know,
I'm a
because
defense,
we
I give
beat
up 500
ourselves.
I mean,
Not
nothing.
beating yourself is having 100 yards of total offense and getting your ass whooped. We had 500 yards of offense and turned the ball over and lost. That is beating yourself. That is the definition of beating yourself. We had over 500 yards of offense, turned the ball over too many times. That's the definition of beating yourself. That's why that is put
other
into
than
the
the
game of
touchdown.
football.
That's your opinion. You feel that way?
Okay.
I don't. I do not feel that we beat ourselves.
Also,
The Ravens
it's not
beat
like
us.
Lamar. Everybody's acting like Lamar was so great. Every time Lamar threw the ball out of the pocket, overthrow. The only time he fucking did anything is when he escaped the pocket and ran around And our defense got tired eventually because it was a short field. And
you can't.
They were tired.
But
otherwise they were playing them really fucking well. I wasn't scared of their offense. I'm still not scared of their offense. I still don't think their offense did a goddamn thing. That's why I'm not
of what
scared.
Zay Flowers did to us.
No.
Zay Flowers baked.
I am not scared at all.
Oh,
because we turned the ball over, gave a short field. Our offense was on the field the whole fucking time because of that, and our defense was on the field a lot because the game's going to go a lot differently next time. And
hey, Deon,
like Bosa said,
as long as there's no injuries, if we meet the Ravens in the Super Bowl, I will bet you $100 that we win the Super Bowl. Deon.
Based off the film,
bet against my own team.
Based off the film,
that's the only way I can bet because we're playing the Niners.
Yeah, I can't bet against the Niners, bro. I'm sorry. There's nothing I can do.
Fair enough.
Bosa said something that made it. What Bosa said about Lamar, he said, based off the tape,
guy, you.
What did Bosa say?
So based off the tape they watched on Lamar,
I'm sorry,
and how
you're still talking.
How he escaped the pocket, he changed up what he did in the pocket and how he escaped. He changed it up different than he's done all year against us in this game, right? So we had a game plan to keep him in the pocket, and he went away from his tendencies that he's done every single game besides ours, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Bosa gave.
We beat ourselves, but Lamar game plan to not do things he normally does.
Bosa gave.
That would indicate that he beat us because he was thinking outside the box and thought ahead of us, right?
Yeah, I'm just saying that
and his
happened.
Defense played very fucking well.
That's the only. I know, but the offense wasn't. Their offense wasn't really doing much other than when he was escaping the pocket and doing stuff. But I'm saying, like, next time we play him, he's not going to have a third way. He's not. Hold on. He's not going to have some. Let me finish. He's not going to have some third way. He's not going to have this third way he comes up with to escape the pocket. So we're going to play him better, for one. And if you keep him in the I'm sorry, but if you keep Lamar in the pocket and make him be an actual pocket passer, he's terrible. Because if you watch most of the throws he threw in the pocket against us, when we kept him in the pocket, when he threw in the pocket, he was overthrowing, and that's when they went 3 and out. Right? We kept him in the pocket. I wasn't scared of their offense at all. We beat ourselves because we turned the ball over, because we don't turn the ball over and beat ourselves that way. And we make the adjustments, and we make the adjustments next time against them so we don't beat ourselves. Okay. It's a completely different game. It's literally
I'm bothered by the L. You guys aren't bothered by the L. That's the easiest way to end the show. You guys
but learn from the L. Take the silver linings at least. Take the silver linings.
There was no silver lining with 5 fucking turnovers.
We are bothered by that.
What silver lining is that? 5 turnovers lost the offensive line. There ain't no silver lining in that, bro.
There's always a silver lining in a loss, especially
in so much negative. I really need you to stop.
Not everything is so negative, Deon. You have to stop being so damn pessimistic. Yeah. There's a silver lining. The silver lining is we didn't play our best game. We turned the ball over 5 times. The silver lining
and we only lost by 14 points.
Only lost by 14.
And we lost we lost our whole offensive line. That's okay though.
You take
turnovers are okay. That's what I'm saying. Y'all are saying
they got hurt in that game.
It doesn't mean they're going to be hurt. It's not okay because we didn't lose Brock Purdy. I wanted Brock Purdy to get hurt.
Well, hey,
we did. They got hurt in that game. It doesn't mean our offensive line is not going to be able to play.
If you're putting words in our mouth, might as well say that.
So, but
I'm not putting words in your mouth. This is what you're telling me.
Okay. The difference.
You said the silver lining.
Beyond. The silver lining is you clean up the turnovers. You clean up the turnovers, you win that game. We had some fluke turnovers. Clean up the turnovers, win that game. Had 500 yards of offense. No turns, we put up 40 points. It's that simple. 30 points, whatever it may be.
49er
Yeah, because we turned the ball over. And all you have to do is not turn the ball over 5 times. And that's a fluke.
But we
when was the last time the Niners had 5 turnovers? It was a long time ago, like Kaepernick or something. That's a long time. It doesn't happen very often. It doesn't happen very often.
Because I react to the loss doesn't mean that I'm stating that this is going to happen every time. I need y'all to stop thinking that because I react to a loss or I state how I feel, how I'm feeling about this, or I give y'all statistics and facts, that I'm thinking that our season is over and it's the end of the world. I'm just bothered by the loss. Excuse the fuck out of me for being bothered by it while y'all don't care.
It's okay to be bothered by the loss.
What is so hard to understand about that?
No, I know. I'm just. It's okay to be bothered by the loss, but
as long as my wife I didn't catch my wife cheating on me, I ain't bothered.
I mean that's how y'all are. That's cool. And no, I wouldn't. And throwback, no, I ain't gonna be excited to see Danny Gray. We ain't seen that motherfucker all year long. He get on the field, probably gonna walk right back off, bro.
Is he still on
Danny
the
Gray
team?
was drafted for Trey Lance, and Trey Lance is now in Dallas. So we might as well trade him over to Dallas and let him go on over there and see what they can do with it. Because Danny Gray getting no love. Ronnie Bell fucked him out of his job real quick. We all know that.
Danny Gray doesn't get love because he can't run routes.
Referring to.
Danny's a go route guy. He's hey, go run a 9 route and see if you can beat the defense. And unfortunately, he can't even do that because he couldn't stay healthy. Along with the fact
I'd like for him to return.
For those that you said that Danny Gray was brought in for Trey Lance.
He was.
Purdy has a stronger arm than Trey Lance.
I wouldn't go that far.
He's throwing it longer than Trey.
Well, Trey ain't even on the field, so you can't say that.
When he was here.
No, Trey
and he never really got a chance.
Okay, but
and then at the same time, I'll give you one play. I'll give you one play, and I was there. I was there physically.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Trent Sherfield, that bomb in preseason a few years ago when we first drafted Trey Lance. Okay, that's not a simple throw, and Trey Lance made it look real fucking easy.
Okay, but Brock Purdy can throw the ball deep enough for Danny to play if he was good.
But Danny ain't finna get no
Danny
love. You know
sucks.
how Kyle is.
Come on, can we just say Danny sucks and they made a mistake?
I mean, shit, I don't know.
It is what it is. We'll see what happens.
Why is the number 10 in there?
I'm not really worried about it.
He almost fumbled the ball, and lucky that his knee was down, and he's still in there. And nothing about Danny Gray.
Receivers that's important.
What's his name?
Back from injury that we missed in that game.
Jawan Jennings.
He's very important to the team.
I'm gonna tell you right now, if Jennings would have played this game, we would have won. I guarantee.
I honestly agree. Because we would have
had that
physicality.
Because he would have gotten under several people's skin. Yes. Guarantee.
He's a big part of this team.
Definitely would have got under several people's skin.
If he would have played, we would have had.
You know what makes me happy? You know what makes me happy that you say that, Deon? You know what makes me happy that you say that? You're coming around because guess what? He's going to play the Ravens in the Super Bowl. He's going to play on this team.
That's great.
To be healthy. So then there you go. What are we going to do?
If he doesn't get hurt the week before.
If Jennings is in that game, and you just said Jennings was in that game, we win. Okay, if he plays in the Super Bowl, what does that mean?
We love you, David Villa. Thank you for being here, brother.
This don't mean nothing.
Yeah, appreciate you.
This don't mean this. So this loss won't mean anything because we'll have Jennings next time.
That's cool.
As long as we win the Super Bowl, bro, everything else gets healed.
We're gonna win the fucking
Super Bowl. He'll win everything, right?
That's just a big if right now. So let's keep our fingers crossed, toes crossed, whatever the fuck you want.
I want to play the Ravens again, bro.
I mean,
let's just be happy. Let's just be happy that we have a chance to win the Super Bowl and we got a quarterback that we can count on.
Hey, let's just not get bounced in the first game of the playoffs. How's that?
Gonna come.
We won't. That doesn't happen.
Or no.
But if our offensive line is not good,
I'll tell you this. Now, for everybody out there that had their shit talking in the chat about me, that's perfectly fine. I really don't care. At the end of the day, I am not
because they love you, bro.
Because I didn't like the fact that we lost, that now our season is over and we're never going to do anything. I just pointed out there's some very startling.
Let's be honest, that was my fault. That was my narrative that I threw out there on him.
I'm telling you right now.
That was me.
Yeah, I don't think that we're going to lose to the Commanders. I'm just saying we can't overlook their ass. I don't think we're going to lose to the Rams. We always beat the shit out of them, but we can't overlook them. Why? We have the opportunity for the number 1 seed. So what are teams coming to do? They're going to try to fuck that up for us. They definitely are. Because I can tell you right now, the Rams ain't about to lay down easily, and neither are the Commanders. I do not think that our season is over. All I did was point out the fact that there were some startling things that happened in that game, and there are some things that happened with Kyle that I don't care for. I don't like the fact that Kyle is 0-38 when he goes into a fourth quarter down by 8 or more. That's not a good stat. I'm sorry. And if you guys are okay with that, that's fine.
You know why? Because normally going into the fourth quarter, he's up by a couple of scores. It doesn't matter.
Okay. But the other thing that I'll say really quick is it does bother me a little bit that whenever we're down, we can't find our way up. And that's scary. Shout out to Mike from Nothing But Niners. He said this earlier.
But
if you hold
for
the
that,
49ers to
shit on Kyle for
points offensively, if you hold them to 17 points offensively, that we lose. And that is apparent in every one of our losses, even the one last night, because we got the safety from the defense. So offensively, we only technically put up 17 points.
You know, that's superstitious stuff,
that's
right?
Scary.
But that's all superstitious.
That's one thing I give
that's
you
not
to get after
superstition.
Kyle.
That's a fact.
Yeah, those are
we
really
lost,
dumb
bro.
facts.
So it's a fluke that we lost all of our games when we only put up 17 points.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing about the NFL.
How do you lose 3 games by 17 points? You don't think that was a fluke?
I don't know, man.
Hey,
I don't know, but it does
We should have lost by 11. We should have lost by 3.
Hold on, we're gonna take it up.
Let me say this.
What's up, David Mayniner?
I actually will say, Deon, this is the point where you can actually get on Kyle. when we get
hold on. David Mayniner says, "What's up, Beto, Deon, and Christina?" I wipe my feet. I think he meant to say Christian.
No, he just meant to say Christian, bro. Don't fuck with Christian. Okay, so what is it?
What I want to say is, I agree. When we get down, it's hard for us to come back because our offense is all based off of scheme, and scheme has to work. And when you're down, you have to drop back and throw. But if you look at the way the NFL is at this point, I would say the old ways of the quarterbacks that we grew up with, where they take over a game and they just dominate.
Yeah, no,
that way of offense is dying. Like it's all, most of the offenses and even the good ones are schematic. The scheme isn't working right now for Kansas City, and look at Mahomes looks pedestrian, right? Boom. So
they say that the reason that they are literally saying that the reason that these dudes are sucking as bad as they are is because Eric Bieniemy is gone, and he was
probably because he's the accountable guy.
He's the guy that will rip you a new asshole if you're fucking up. Yep, and Andy Reid is the player's coach. He's a good dude. Hey man, but you're right. Yeah, let's go ahead and close it out, man.
That's why too, because we're seeing this schematic thing. That's why we're seeing a lack of production in offense in the NFL this year, and a higher output in defense this year.
Thank you.
They're seeing more output in defense this year than we have before because all these offenses are going to schematic stuff, and if you shut it down, they have a hard time adapting.
Mm-hmm.
There's less adapting offenses now because it's so schematic that defenses are the ones making adjustments, and then they're dominating. And the way the Niners are going to win the Super Bowl is not a close game. It's going to be an ass whooping. We're going to have to just put up 42 points.
Let's hope what you're saying.
If we win the Super Bowl, it's going to be a blowout. That's how it's going to win. That's how Kyle's going to win a Super Bowl. He's going to have to blow the other team out. His scheme is going to have to dominate. That's just how it's going to be.
All right.
You guys want to close it out?
That's why I agree. That's why you can give Kyle shit for not being able to come from behind, because I don't think Dolphins can't really do it either.
It's one way to shut them up.
Hey, bro, we got
to
fuck up out of here, man. It's been way too long. We appreciate everybody for hanging out with us. I know I'm crazy, and I know everybody likes when
we're all crazy, bro. And at the end of the day, we're all emotional.
At the end of the day, these are my brothers. I always will fuck with them, but I will tell you this. Kyle, please make sure you get your shit together and defense. We didn't even mention them. Defense, please show the fuck up versus these Chiefs Commanders. Show up, bro, because y'all scared me a little bit. Y'all scared me just a little bit when
I put it in the wrong chat.
This motherfucker right here. Hey man, thank y'all so much for tuning into the Forever Faithful podcast.
I meant to put that in our private chat, and I put it on the main chat.
Man. And by all means, Christian, go ahead and get your final thoughts in, and we gonna kick it over to Beto Crazy.
My final thoughts are:
I put it in the wrong chat.
The sky isn't falling. We had a loss. Things didn't go our way. It's a throwaway game, right? Everything that could go wrong did go wrong, right?
Yep.
That simple. We're gonna go from here and kick ass. I know our offensive line's worrisome, but we're gonna be fine. This team's gonna be fine. They're gonna bounce back. Nothing to worry about. We're gonna win the Super Bowl. Let's just go freaking finish this season.
All right, Christian said we winning. He said ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
No, it's happening.
We winning the Super Bowl.
Okay. See, that's what I see from that game. I saw enough from that game against the Ravens, them being the best team in the AFC. I still know we can beat them, so I think we're going to win the Super Bowl because from what I saw, we can still beat that team. And
real quick, I just want to give a shout out to all and everyone in the chat. There's 18 strong still in here with us after an hour. That. You guys are the true MVPs of the chat. We love you guys. Listen, I love my brother Deon. I love Christian. Brandon went to go eat a burrito, but I still love
a cannoli. A cannoli.
Even though I needed
him. Brandon's a little hostil.
Little hosto gordito lataniano who mommy sent him to his room, but it's okay. We love him.
Don't worry, Brandon. The Forever Faithful, the Niner Sickness Podcast, the Niner Game Podcast, the only podcast outside of Real Talk Niner Talk that keeps it 100 thou wow out here. We love everybody that came in here. We appreciate y'all for listening to all the crazy shit we go through. And hey, at the end of the day, man, still go Niners. It's still fuck every other team in the league, and we're still the best team. And it doesn't make a difference. Period. Still all love. So fuck the lamb chops, fuck the Cowboys, and go Niners.
And F the Ravens.
Oh yeah, all the way.
Later, guys.